Alright, today we're going to show you how to install a rear sight on a Galil SAR, AR, ARM top cover here. We got our night sights from Meprolight. They're true dot style. Nothing too fancy there. There's the information, UPC, and part number. Rear sight's kind of a little bit smaller trim valve area, whereas the front sight, as you can see, tritium standing on end. It's usually a lot brighter on rifle sights. It's kind of the idea, you want the front sight bright. MH3 is just Meprolight, so Meprolight H3, H3 being tritium. But we'll show you that front sight in a different video. Right now we're just going to show you the rear sight install here. So as you can see, there's the regular flip rear sight there with two different apertures. What we're trying to do is that night sight, which is farther up front in the sight assembly there, and it has these two little recesses right here, which the lugs on this night sight will go into and press up and in, kind of sit there. As you can see, there's a hole through this night sight, which a pin will go through. But to add tension to it, there's a little recess in here. You can see that. And in that recess, we will put this plunger, which I made on a lathe. If you guys need some, let me know. I have some extras, and I have a spring we bought specifically for this, and this plunger is real tight in that recess, which is nice. So you kind of set that plunger in there, and then kind of do this all in one movement. You want to press that plunger from the back. We're going to take this night sight, tritium, towards the shooter's eyes. I'm going to put it down in there. It's going to move forward just underneath these ears right here. Then it's going to pop up and settle right underneath those ears with the spring pressure of that plunger, right? So let's see if we can do this on the first try. Alright, that's the idea. Kind of sits up underneath there. You can see the plunger acting upon it. And it folds down. And you can see how the main flip sight kind of fits right in between there. And when you use these night sights, you kind of want them in that middle selection. So you can see this ball detent here has 3 different selections. One for has a 5 on it, so I assume 500 meters. And then the other one with a 3. But that middle one is where you use that night sight, and hopefully you can get an idea of how that works, or you can still see through that cutout right there to see the front sight. So we have our night sight in there. The last thing we need is to put this pin through there, which is a tight fit. So kind of just lay it down there, make sure you got the right end of your roll pin here. We'll just use our tools, make sure we're lined up. And through the magic of editing, our roll pin is now installed. Best to use a roll pin that has one of those nipples in it, specifically for those roll pins, so you don't bend over the edges of the roll pin. Make your life a lot easier if you have the correct punch, and then that's it. It's in there, it's pinned, it folds flat. There's the trading vials. I mean, technically, I guess you could go forward if you really want to, but it's really meant to just go forward and up. Plunder's doing its job. There you go.